everybody. Welcome to the first ever last Saturday making of webisode or whatever this thing is going to be called. Yeah, this is basically each episode's gonna take you through the journey of what should be the first ever Nimrod Horror film called Last Saturday. This is probably going to be like the longest episode because it's like the basic, first, and I'm kind of all over the place. Yeah, the script is completely finished. Well, it's a second draft. It's completely finished, and that's the main script that I'll be going from. I'm not much. My script writing knowledge is kind of limited, so I have it over to my script supervisor. His name's Alan, and he's looking over it now, giving me tips on what to do. I know there's some things that I didn't do. I didn't describe the characters too well because I'm not gonna really have much of a casting call. I don't think so. And the description of places are pretty limited because it's pretty much any place that I can get that's either an apartment or a house. Because most of the film takes place in one setting. Because I was when writing it, it was all about cost. I was thinking, what's in my projected budget. Well, let me tell you a little bit about the film or the story. It is a slasher film. It isn't much of a throwback film that's becoming more and more popular, which is cool. But this isn't per se trying to be like an 80s film. But it still has some of those elements because it's one of those films that the killer isn't a mystery. You know who it is right off the bat, and there's no hiding him, and it is so in that regard it is kind of a throwback style, and plus the drinking party, that's also kind of throwback style. So there's some elements to the throwback style, but I'm not going to try to make it look like the 80s or pretend it is the 80s. It's just going to be just a slasher film. Yeah, it's basically a boyfriend kills his parents because it's his parents. They don't want him to date his girlfriend, the girlfriend in which he's in love with. So anyway, so his girlfriend calls the cops on him. He goes to jail for a few years, maybe 7 years, and he's out, and he's basically stalking her down and killing anyone that gets in his path. That's pretty much the story, the short version of the story. Each of the characters, besides the killer, are loosely based on people who I actually know. Some of them I've added some characteristics, traits. There's this one character. He's loosely based on my brother, but he's just kind of added this douchebag quality to it, and it's just magnified. And that's just kind of how it is with each character. I've added a little trait to them and magnified it a little bit. Back a few years ago, I wanted to make a film, and I always put it off. I always said that, when I'm in my 40s or later 30s, I'll decide to make a film and get it done with. Once I have an established career in something else, I'm making okay money, and I can have the time off to do it. But then earlier this year, it just kind of hit me. It's like, why not now? Why not like actually try to maybe get something going from this? And I've been influenced quite a bit from people like Jessica Cameron here, who did the Truth or Dare film, Jason Christopher, who did the Nobody Gets Out Alive movie, and that guy's commentary really sold me too. It was like, basically, if you want to make a film, you just have to tell yourself you're gonna make it, and it's gonna get done somehow. If you really want to make one, the funds and everything else is gonna find its way to you. So that's another thing. And then people like Charles Band from A Full Moon, he's definitely a really good inspiration from his, because like he's always been one step ahead of the rest of the industry, it seems, from like early video days to like now with Full Moon streaming, and it just seems like he's in a good place, and that's kind of where I want to be. And then there's people like more well-known horror people like Wes Craven. He's my personal favorite director, and I would love to kind of achieve what he has done. That's gonna be kind of tough, but it'll be great. And then there's more personal influences from my family, mainly my dad and my two brothers who are also working on projects. I'll list them here. One's a haunted house. One's for gaming. And so, whenever I'm feeling kind of out of it or feeling like I don't want to do anything, just want to sit down and watch TV or watch a movie, I just think about these people and say, in order to achieve anything, I have to get up now and start moving forward. So I'm hoping that I keep this mentality going, which so far it's been pretty good. Just that the next step after the script is completely supervised, which I'm currently doing now. I'm just looking at prices for camera rentals, just different even like props even, and different promotional stuff. Because I'm right now on, I guess you could call, kind of a network phase, where I'm trying to get people to like notice the film, and hopefully I can build up a crowdfunding campaign and can actually be successful with that crowdfunding campaign. I hope everyone likes the Facebook page and follows the Twitter page. And can always keep up with me and the other horror news in general at Nimrod Horror on Twitter. I know that there's some first-time filmmakers out there, or indie, low-budget people who actually come from families with money, or who already have an established kind of like money, and they have a camera, and they have like the means. I am a completely broke person. I do live paycheck to paycheck. I can't afford to do much outside of like the bills and groceries, but I'm not having that, stop me. Sometimes, it kind of hits me. It's like, well, how can I ever afford to do this? And I think, you know what? I know it's corny to say, but it's true. if there's a will, there's a way. But yeah, it's you just have to stay inspired, not have things drag you down, not have a crazy expense, you know, of you. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time on episode 2.